Hi everyone, I'm Renuka and welcome back to my channel. This is a safe place where we talk about mental health, well-being and leveling up, especially if you're a woman. We're going to talk about why do we develop people-pleasing tendencies. In my previous video, I spoke about the signs of having people-pleasing tendency. You can watch the video here. And in this video, we will talk about why do you even develop people-pleasing tendencies. Number one, childhood conditioning. And I've said it many times that whatever we are today is all about what we learned in our childhood and what kind of patterns we developed in our childhood, and we are carrying it today also. But the fact of the matter is, we don't need those coping mechanism right now. They served us well when we were in our childhood to keep us safe and survive. But in your adulthood, you don't need those patterns. And through therapy, we try to unlearn those patterns. So the people pleasing patterns and habits are developed in our childhood, especially if you're living in an environment where love and approval is conditional and based on your behavior. So if you are aligned with the kind of behavior that your parents want, then you get some approval and acceptance, or else you get consequences. And when especially the love, and that becomes conditional, you soon develop this people pleasing habits, and it becomes, you develop a pattern, and then very soon it becomes a habit, which you continue even in your adulthood. A very simple example of people pleasing is when you notice in your childhood that you only got approval and praise when you scored good result, and when you didn't, then you didn't get any approval, and it was almost like you were rejected and you were not worthy of love when you didn't get good grades. Truth of the matter is, you think that it's a positive reinforcement, but actually every human being, from the moment they are born, they are worthy of love. It shouldn't be dependent on how you perform and how your behavior is, or are you asking too much or are you asking too less. Your behavior can be problematic, but you as a person is always worthy of love. You can sit back and reflect on your past and think of all those patterns that could have happened in the childhood and incidences where you could have developed this pattern and are also influencing your adulthood at this time. One of the significant reason is fear of rejection. And this is a reason why we develop people-pleasing habits, because we learn that to be in this society, we need to put others ahead of ourselves in order to be accepted by them. Again, this is also stemming from childhood, where you were rejected when you expressed your true feelings. And that's how you started putting others ahead of yourself to not be rejected and to be accepted. A very simple example is when you agree to going to social events where you don't want to go, but you are simply going because you want to be accepted and you want to be a part of the group, and the fear of rejection or fear of losing a friend is high than your own comfort, then it's a clear sign that you have this fear of rejection, and because of which you have people pleasing tendencies. A good practice is, whenever you are in a state of helping others, or whenever you feel like you want to help somebody, try to check in with yourself. Is this feeling genuinely that you want to help others, or is this coming out of being that fear of rejection is there? Number three, having low self-esteem. When you have low self-esteem, very likely you need validation from outside, and you think of yourself as a small person, or you have low self-esteem, you don't value yourself too much. So you need to ask people and check on others to see what is your true value. The next point is need for control. Now, this is also in continuation with my last point, that when you want to control other people's opinion about you, you will do things to please people, and that separates you from your genuine self. And when you start doing things which is not genuinely you, or you genuinely want to do, like you like to do, you stop being genuine, and then you become a people pleaser because you want to anticipate certain outcome by creating an image, an aura around yourself, which is usually fake, in front of people. The biggest problem with that is that whenever somebody says something to you, which could be a joke, but if internally that is your belief and it's not the part of what you you want others to believe how you are, it triggers you. For example, let's say if I want people to know that I'm a very hardworking person and I continue to do additional work, but deep down I have this feeling that I am not a hardworking person, but when I take additional work, people will perceive me as a hardworking person. And then if somebody in a gathering laughs at me saying, I don't know, something like, your work wasn't good, or some remark indicating that my work is not perfect or is not good, I will take that personally and I will be very, very scared and triggered, majorly because I would think that my mask is off and now people see the real me. It's a very easy way of getting triggered. What also happens because of this is you are scared of putting your real opinion. You are most likely to be very agreeable with most people around you because you want to be a part of that group, and you want people to see you as a nice person, as a good human being. And so let's say when you're in a gathering, you would not raise your genuine opinions. Again, it's all entwined. So again, you might not be able to express your genuine opinions because there's a fear of rejection, and also because you want others to think of you in a certain way. And this practice, by agreeing with everybody, it aligns with that image of you being a nice person. To heal from people pleasing patterns is to unlearn certain habits and unlearn those conditioning that has happened over the period of time. But what you can do immediately is take step to develop healthy boundaries. And this is a skill that can be developed. So I have attached a link in my description box below that you can download now. It has a bundle of worksheets that you can develop, and you can, work on it to develop step by step healthy boundaries, learn how to develop them, and also to maintain healthy boundaries. So this is it from my side for this video. I will see you next time in my next video. Until then, bye bye.